Hello, welcome to the Jimmy Jam Oracle, and I welcome you just like we welcome the spirits. Again, thank you for joining me. And let's get started. I'm going to do a zodiac card reading today for Aries. Aries just started. And what do we know about Aries? We know they're independent, and they're impatient, from what I saw online. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I'm going to do a 7-card read. If you are an Aries, then this one is for you. So let's get started. All right, tap the deck. Lay down my cards. All right, so let's get started. So the first card is in the past position. So this is going to describe a past event or a situation. Whoops, that's in my way just a little bit. There we go. All right, what do we have? We have the 6 of Pentacles. It is reversed. It says self-care, unpaid debts, one-sided charity, strings attached, power and domination. Anytime you see these coins, it's probably going to be something financial. To unpaid debts, yeah, it seems like financially you might have been strapped in the past, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're strapped right now. It does say strings attached and power and domination. I just wonder if you were in a relationship, or perhaps maybe you were still living at home, and like the one-sided charity means maybe someone was paying for things for you and they were using that as a means to control you, or just somehow dominate you emotionally, or just to have their way. Okay, so we have the second card. It's in the present position. So this is what you are now. What do we have? We have the 2 of Swords. It says difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, and deadlock. Okay, what are we avoiding? It seems like there's difficult decisions that need to be made and you're thinking about them, but at the same time, like, maybe you're avoiding them. It does say deadlock, so perhaps like weighing the options, like you feel like perhaps there's no good option to take, like, it's what they call, like, oh my gosh, there's a saying for it, like between a rock and a hard place, so to speak. Let's keep going. We have the 3rd card. So this is what's helping your current situation, whether it's a person, event, or an action. It's the World. It says completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, and arriving. Perhaps it's implying that you're leaving this situation, or that you already have left. It does say accomplishment and wholeness. So you do find something, or maybe someone that makes you feel like really good about yourself, like really complete. Again, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a job opportunity, or even just getting out of the difficult situation you found yourself in originally. But this is definitely helping you right now. So we have the 4th card. It's the obstacle card. Let's continue. What are your obstacles? We have the 5 of Pentacles. Again, we have Pentacles, so that's money related. We have recovery from financial loss, spiritual poverty, charity, and improvement. Okay, so it seems like perhaps in the past maybe you did have like the unpaid debts, and maybe somebody was controlling, domineering, but it seems like you're financially starting to come out on top. It does say recovery from financial loss. That's the part of the card I'm really feeling right now. As for like the spiritual poverty, I don't really feel there's too much going on here spiritually. It feels like it's mostly financial. It does say charity, or sorry, improvement. It does say charity, but I meant to say improvement. So, oh wow, this is in the obstacles position though. Well, maybe that's your obstacle, is that you can't recover financially. Well, all right, well, let's keep going. Maybe this card will make a little bit more sense later on. We have the attitudes of others. That's the 5th card. It's also outside influence card. So it's basically something that's happening on the outside of your situation. It's the Star. It's upright. It says hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, fortune, good omen, and rejuvenation. Okay. So again, like this is an outside influence. Maybe this is someone, or again, like a job opportunity, or just something entering your life that's giving you like that hope, that purpose, that renewal. And it's just funny because we have spiritual fortune here, but we have spiritual poverty. So I'm wondering if like there is like something going on. Maybe you do have like a lack of faith, and this outside influence, whoever or whatever it is kind of showing you the way, or perhaps they have that belief themselves, and maybe that's an influence that's going to be in the future. Okay, so we have the advice of the spirit. So this is a card that suggests what you should do. Just a heads up, sometimes the spirits don't give great advice, but let's just ask, let's see, what advice do they have for you? We have the 9 of Pentacles. It's reversed. It says self-worth, hustling, living beyond means, obsession with work, and false success. Yeah, see, sometimes the advice is a little sketchy. What it could be is like the hustling and the obsession with work. But maybe the spirits understand that you are, in fact, you do have like these unpaid debts still. Again, because we have the coins, the pentacles. And maybe it's not so much they want you to be living beyond means, or even like to be obsessed with. They're just saying like perhaps you should be working more, bringing in more income. Hustling could also be a sign of like trying to find like a side hustle, another means to get money. As for the self-worth, I really feel strongly about that too. Like the spirits are saying like, yeah, you need to care about yourself as well. Emotionally, your emotional health. All right, then we have the 7th card, which is the outcome card. Let's go ahead and flip that for you. What do we have? We have the Ace of Pentacles. It is reversed. Again, we have coins. So this is very financially motivated. We have lost opportunity, missed chance, bad investment, lack of planning, and foresight. Okay, so that's a bit of a negative ending, which is something I don't prefer. I love happy endings. But it does seem like whatever opportunity perhaps raised itself here in the Star, or even to here in the world, I think you pass it up. And then that's your missed chance. But let's double check that. Let's try to find out what that missed chance is. If it's a person or a job opportunity. Let's see if the spirits can tell us. Spirits, can you tell us what this Aries, what's their missed opportunity? If you can tell us, or you can tell us something about this missed opportunity that will help this Aries. And remember, the future, I believe, is fluid, ever changing. All right, we got some good ones here. We have the Hermit. So upright says soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, and consciousness. So maybe it's advice of the spirits that perhaps this is a time you should be more independent, more on your own. Or perhaps this independence leads to this kind of bad ending. Let's keep reading, see if we get more clarity on that. We have the Queen of Wands. It's courage, confident, independence. Again, we have independence. Focus, zest for life, determination, and joy. And then we have the Empress. She is reversed. It says creative block, selfish, impatient. Oh, impatient. It's Aries. Dependent on others, inaction, lack of concentration, indecisive, overwhelmed, anxiety, and infidelity. We're going to ignore the infidelity part because I honestly don't think That's what it's talking about. I do feel like this is all like financially motivated. And again, like we have independent as well, which that is something else like Aries are known for. So maybe what the spirits are saying is that this independence, this loneliness that the Hermit implies, perhaps it leads to this lost opportunity, this missed chance. So it does seem like that perhaps the star in your read could be a person, like I said, entering your life. Whoever this hope, this calm faith, purpose, renewal, good omen, rejuvenation, whoever that is you're gonna pass up on them because of probably your independent streak. Or perhaps that we could like tie in the infidelity, because infidelity implies like some sort of wrongdoing. You did have that in your read right here, this wrongdoing, this strings attached, the power and domination. So did this wrongdoing lead to this independent streak that you have? And then this independent streak is going to ultimately lead to the mischance, the lost opportunity. Because at the same time, this one says dependent on others. Perhaps the dependent on others part of this is... Because I was going to say maybe it's saying like to be dependent on others probably isn't necessarily a bad thing. Maybe it's like how much you're dependent on others. Even though up here it's saying like perhaps you shouldn't be. I honestly feel like that's what they're saying. They say that you being alone isn't doing you any good. Maybe it's causing this overwhelmed anxiety and even like the indecisive behavior. It's funny we have indecisive when before we had deadlock, the avoidance. So there's a decision that needs to be made, and it's one that you're avoiding, but it's the difference between being alone and possibly miserable with that, bad investment, missed chance. And the difference between like this star. Try to grab that star. This hope, this calm, this faith, purpose. This good omen, rejuvenation. Like, if you are weighing your options and one of them involves being alone, my personal advice would be to steer away from that one. Like maybe, again, like being dependent on others doesn't have to be a negative thing. I mean, we all need someone to lean on sometimes, whether it's financially or emotional. I know there's most of us that wouldn't want to be financially dependent on others, but sometimes it's a necessary evil just to get you back to in the right, get yourself good. All right, so real quick, do one more little read for you. Just maybe hoping something ends on a positive note. Spirits, can you tell us something positive for little Aries? No, not little. But you know what I mean. Something positive for Aries. It's a little card right here. We have the Three of Wands. It says playing small, lack of planning, lack of foresight, unexpected delays, obstacles to long-term goals. That's not exactly positive, but at the same time, it's not wholly negative. We all have lack of foresight. We're all not fortune tellers. Oh, and it's funny. It's a card. It's in the Aries. That is funny. Unexpected delays, obstacles to long-term goals. Yeah, like, I think things are going to be a little rough for you for a little while, but just because things are rough for a little while doesn't mean they're going to stay that way. I honestly think that now that you've seen what the future can hold, you have the power to change it. Again, the future is not set in stone. It is fluid, is ever changing. And I want to thank you for joining me today. We thank the spirits for helping us out, and I hope you have a great day.